What's up, YouTube? So today I am bringing another shitty news thingamajigger. If you follow me and competitive or the competitive scene in general, be relevant to you. If not, if you just watch YouTube and hang out and stuff and play casually, don't really care, then this isn't gonna be relevant. You don't need to watch the video. But basically, this video is going to try to, as best as possible, as transparent as possible, try to explain all the events that led up to our current roster changes. You will be able to, if they aren't announced yet, you'll be able to see them very soon. But I'm basically gonna start from the beginning. I think yesterday, Incont messaged me and Stealth, checking to see if we were leaving the team or talking to other people or whatever, if we were happy with the team, basically. And through us basically conversing for a few minutes, it came down to all three of us agreeing, like very mutually, that we needed to make a change if we wanted to make it to Worlds. We all felt like we would make Super Regionals pretty, like, not easily, but we should definitely make Super Regionals. But that none of the team wasn't good enough. None of us were playing together well enough to beat teams like Soar and Denial. And I think most people could probably agree with that. Our land showing, in my opinion, was not horrible, but it's pretty poor. It was not good enough. And our scrims have gotten worse since then. So we made that decision pretty much that Cope and Ven, well, Cope more so than Ven needed to go, and then Ven needed to be replaced too. We talked about it, and we came down to two players that we were interested in talking to and getting. I was gonna wait until they got home today on Monday to talk to them, and then after a few hours, we talked a little bit more, me and Con Stealth, and came down to we needed to talk to them sooner because we felt like all these teams were gonna make changes. So I went ahead and started talking to the two players, and it came down to whether they would come play for us and it would work out. And they didn't want to play with Incont. And then I talked to more people to try to figure out if there was like some way to persuade people or to work on something to make everyone okay with playing with Incont. And pretty much everyone just wasn't interested in playing with Incont for their own reasons, which made the situation get really, really, I don't know, not out of hand, but just harder to deal with, way more complicated than it needed to be or had originally been planned. So it came down to like 5 options pretty much. It was we could stay with the same roster that we all agreed wouldn't make Worlds, which doesn't make very much sense because why would you play on a team when you don't think you can win? Like, how are you going to have motivation or drive or any confidence if 3 of your players just don't agree that you're going to be able to make Worlds? You don't think you're good enough. So for me and Stealth specifically, that made that option, like, that option wasn't a choice. Like, I can't commit to that. It doesn't make any sense in my head. And while for Incont, it might have made more sense because then he would still be on the team and he'd have at least have the chance to try and still get there, you know. It just didn't make sense for us. So we moved on to, like, we were looking at our other option. And the other option was there some way to talk any players? Like, we were looking for solo laners to replace Cope and then ADCs to replace Ven. Was there any way to talk anybody into joining? I promise you I talked to a bunch of people. I tried to figure out what, if anything, was possible, and nobody was interested. Nobody, like, they were interested, but they didn't want to play with Incont. They were interested in playing me and Stealth. They weren't interested in playing with Incont, which made it hard for me because Incont was a big reason I originally got into competitive Smite. Pretty much, I backstabbed him. I didn't handle it the best way the last time that we removed Incont from the team. Just notice how disgusting my room is. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, I didn't handle it the best as I could have, so that's why I'm trying to just be transparent, let everything be known. If you're an Incont fan and you hate me, then that's the way it is. But sometimes shit just doesn't work out the way everyone would like it, and you just have to live with it. So it came down to the next option, which was me and Stealth could either stay with ALG and pick up our 3 new players. Well, yeah, our 3 new players now, and go into Gauntlet with the team we felt would be the best, or me and Stealth could leave and go play with some of the players that wanted to play with us but didn't want to play with Incont. And for me, I love ALG. I was a part of Envy before. Great org. I've been a part of, I was part of AFK, which is like a mini org, not like a real thing, and they were awesome. I've been a part of Complexity, which wasn't the best, but I've been a part of different orgs, and ALG basically treats us perfect. I don't know. There's if I have the option to stay with them, I'm gonna choose that. So went to ALG with basically what was happening, what I'm telling you guys now, everything. But this is literally everything in order, starting from the beginning, from what happened. and it came down to me and Stealth staying on ALG and picking up the new players. There was no other. It was, if we wanted to leave, I guess we could have, but it wouldn't be good for really anybody. Wouldn't help out anybody. Incont would then be stuck trying to field a new team because I had talked to Cope. He's my literally one of my best friends. I've known him since he was 4 years old. And I removed him, or we removed him. I was the one who told him. I'm obviously always the person who has to tell everybody because that's just how the fuck it worked out. Um, but yeah, like he would have had to replace 4 players with everyone also telling me, hey, they don't want to be on a team with him. But yeah, that's the situation. I'm not really gonna announce who the players are because everything's still kind of it's like it's happening, but we got to get there before we announce it. And I don't want to be the one to spoil it. I want them to be able to go out and be happy about everything because for me, it's like it's literally not a great situation. It kind of sucks. I know Incont is not gonna be. I don't know. It's kind of hard because Incont gave me a second chance, and I'm sure he feels like I went out of my way to fuck him over, or you guys might even think that. And I promise you, I did what I believe was everything possible to try to keep me, Stealth, and him playing together, even though maybe are better options out there. The person we're picking up isn't necessarily someone I'm choosing over Incont. It's some just it had to happen. Literally, there was stick with Incont and be on a team that we all agree would lose. So stick with Incont and lose, make Super Regionals, then lose, not win Super Regionals, not make it to Worlds, or go all in this last week, make changes that we think will work out between just people wanting to play with each other and also skill level and people who should mesh together if we put in the work. So I'm not gonna go out. I don't want to bash Incon. I don't want to bash Ven. I don't want to bash Cope. They're great people. They're great players. It was a good 4 months when I originally started playing. I wanted to play with people I liked, and I had a lot of fun. Stealth, I know, really like him and me kind of changed our attitudes a lot to get in with the team, and I'm really glad we were able to do that. Glad we ended up where we did. I just hope everything works out for everybody in the end. Hopefully, I'm not missing anything. I don't think I am. I'm really trying to make sure everyone knows everything. If people can hate me, I tried my best to handle it the best as possible. I tried to I was the one who had to tell Incont what was happening. I tried to let him know. I tried not to drag it out over time. People are gonna be like, it's on Halloween and you're kicking people, but when there's a week left and I can't control the way things work out. This wasn't my plan originally. I didn't start bring up the conversation. It's just things turned into what they turned into. So hopefully I'll be able to talk more about the new roster soon. We're pretty much just going to be grinding it out, getting ready for Gauntlet, and then hopefully getting ready for Super Regionals. I really hope I didn't miss anything. This should be the only video I make on this other than maybe announcing the new players and what they bring. I'm excited. I'm a little not depressed now, just maybe not in the best spirits, just because I literally just finished doing everything, but I feel like I need to get the truth out ahead of time before other people try to skew stuff in their way to make them, I don't know, the good guys, or I don't know, make me the bad guy. If I am the bad guy for you, awesome. It's sports, it's esports, it's video games. Shit's not always gonna be fucking rainbows and unicorns and shit, I guess. So I hope you guys have a good day, and I hope you guys keep watching my videos, and I'll see you all later.